Hey everyone, welcome to today's workout. More of an educational series though, to help you strategize ways to do lunges, to implement into your normal leg workouts that maybe you feel limited in doing. A lot of people as physical therapists talk to me about, I can't lunge, they are painful. And maybe that's knee pain, hip pain, arthritic conditions, low back pain even. And if we picture, a traditional lunge, it's, a lot of times it's with holding onto some weights or a bar overhead, and it's usually a stepping forward, right? So this is what I want to help strategize you with. First of all, I want to talk about the stepping forward, because if you are doing the stepping forward lunge, I want you to pay attention to how am I doing the stepping forward lunge. Are you, this is a common thing that I see, a lot of people are just lunging like this. Now, if you see, my butt's tucked and all the weight is coming towards my knee. And if this is your lunge, just bam, over and over and over. That hurt my knee just doing a couple of them. So, okay, there's your first cue. How am I lunging? Am I lunging with my butt tucked and the weight hinging forward? Because that completely turns off your butt. It's really not even using your quad very much. And so you're really just driving all the weight forward. Okay. So pay attention to that. And if that's the case, then maybe and sometimes you have to go slower. A lot of times in a workout class, it's this quick, quick, quick. Slow yourself down and just do the lunge at your pace. So slow it down, step, control it, and sit back into it. So now you're loading this leg. My knee isn't taking all the weight, okay? So that is one thing to think about. Slow it down, keep that weight more towards the back, towards this heel, and sink it back. Okay, so there's strategy number one. Strategy number two is just don't take the step. Sometimes that step and that momentum is just too much. And if you don't have a lot of the control through the hamstrings and through the glutes, that step takes a lot of control, as well as you got to step it back. And so maybe in a season of pain, you just change it up and don't do the step. So you just start in this static position and you go into it. All right, so try that. Instead of forcing that momentum to go forward, you just really take that season to drop it straight down, load the butt, and come back up. Now you also get to choose how deep you go. So maybe you're like, okay, I'm fine. Bam, here's the pain. Okay, maybe for now, you start with shortening that motion, okay? There is no rule that says you have to go a certain depth in order for it to count, okay? Find the depth that you can go. Like, I feel my butt, I feel my hamstrings, I feel my quads just with this short depth if you're loading it properly. All right, another way to help you though is to take the hands. I like to do, we're going to do a couple things with the hands. So one, and you can try all of these and decide which one you feel best with. So one, we can reach the hands kind of back, like back towards that back knee. And what that's doing is, as I'm reaching, I'm bending through my waist. So I'm not just slumping it, dumping it down, bending through my waist, I'm pulling it up. Okay, now we're loading, again, we're loading more here. All right, that's one way to take the hands. The other way to take our hands is actually out in front of us. I like to call this putting the cookies in the oven. So thinking about reaching out in front of us and standing up, pulling it tall. Okay, so now you're loading it and coming up. And so by that reach, my butt shoots opposite. I'm thinking, and now I'm thinking, this is where it's cool, thinking more about reaching my hands than I am about, oh, I gotta bend and I gotta do this and my knee and I'm worried. Instead, I'm thinking, just reach my hands. Okay, just reach my hands and stand it up. Okay, now I'm feeling way more in my butt, way more loading through the hamstrings. Okay, now next direction, last direction that we're going to take our hands is to the outside of the leg. So I'm going to take my hands, and you can add a little drop with it. But again, you want the focus to really be on your hip. The more that we can focus on the hip, take the focus off the knee, a lot of times your knee pain will start calming down. So reaching out and standing up, okay? So what this does is by turning into our hip, we start loading this butt more. And so getting that load, and then we get that reach, and you can try different angles. So maybe you reach low. Maybe you're like, I can't do the low. I'm just gonna reach out, kind of turn, stretch it out. Again, I feel that winding up and bringing it back. Okay, so those are our directions for reaching. And then the last one I'm going to share with you today is just grabbing something to hold on to. This can help stabilize you because, again, if you feel like the momentum is always just slamming into the knee, maybe you need a little bit of support right now to stabilize and drop yourself back. So maybe it's just a matter of sitting back, holding on. You can even grab onto the kitchen counter, something real sturdy to really stabilize and push you back. All right. So I hope that was helpful. Just a couple of quick strategies of changing the hand position, taking the step out of it, but also watching where is my knee going in the process, and am I just tucking it, or am I actually sitting back and loading it? So I hope that was helpful, and I will see you next time for part 2 of our difficulty lunging series.